Gonna find a third as well. Really gonna find one, and he finds another one. Will be John from behind. Sauce looking for third. He's gonna get it. Sauce popping off here.
He's gonna be Sinclair forced off the hill for long enough. Brandon, line him up, shut him down. That's gonna be two. He's looking for cardiac. Gonna find a few. Hello, Saints Nation, and welcome back here to this fine Tuesday evening. We got some CCL play-ins action between St. Clair College and Farmingdale State College as well. My name is Jackson the Bride Brown, and joined alongside Daniel Jobin. Jobin, how you feeling tonight?
On the mic for Call of Duty for the first time, and it's in the play-ins in the CCL. Couldn't ask for a better start to Call of Duty casting career. I am so ready for the game tonight.
Yes, I'm very, very excited for this one here as well. Winner of this match will head into the CCL playoffs, as the loser will be sent packing. Both of these teams are coming from the Northeastern Division, and both of these teams are fairly even matched. However, this is not the first time these teams have played each other. Way back on March 8th, the Saints were able to take a win in 3-1 fashion over the side of Farmingdale State College. Yeah. And that gives the Saints some confidence going into tonight.
Yeah, if you're St. Clair, definitely a feel good, especially in a 3-1. Like, you know, maybe they lost the match. Maybe they just had a little, maybe it was one of the game mode starts that they're not too strong at, but to win 3-1, and we saw the strength of schedule. St. Clair definitely looks like they should have a slight edge this, but like you said, this CCL playoffs is definitely going to be close.
Yeah, the CCL playoffs is a very, very interesting format. So to break that one down here a little bit, it is going to be, I believe, top 48 teams make it to at least the play-in stage. The winner of those, there's 8 games between those 33 and 48 teams, and the winners of all those games make it into the top side there, or whatever it is, maybe. So it's going to be 32 teams once you get to the group stage, and in that group stage, there's 4 teams in each group. In that group, the top 2 teams will make it out of each group. So you play each team once, whatever team is in the top 2 of each of that group, you will get moved into a top 16 bracket moving forward in the CCL, and that is where the top 16 double elimination bracket will have, you know, the top 16 teams after groups.
Yeah, it's like top 16, then obviously you're going to ride out final 8 to the final 4, and then the final 2. So Olympics are now March Madness style bracket almost. So St. Clair journey starts today in the play-in though, and it looks like I think we are going to get a little bit of a different map selection finally. It looks like for even starting off, so it should be very interesting.
Yeah, you can see that on screen here now. Bocage, Berlin, Gavitu, Tuscan. Now here, I really like this map pool because the Saints, we see something new. We see the Bocage, we see the Berlin, the Gavitu. These are maps that maybe not so much new. Berlin we've seen quite often, but Bocage and Gavitu, these are maps that we've only seen a few times this semester from the Saints. So it's nice to try to get a little bit more in your map pool going into these playoffs. And then the insurance policy. You have Tuscans at the end to make sure you can try to close out this series. And that is what makes me love this map pool. If you can find the Berlin S&D and the 2 Tuscans, those are your insurance. Bocage and Gavitu, those are the maps that you're looking to take.
Yeah, and we know Dawson has been cooking up a lot of, even though there was a pretty heavy Tuscan in Berlin first, like 2 stages of CCL, Dawson has been cooking in the lab. They've been trying, they tried Desert Storm or Desert Siege for a while, I can't remember the name of the maps. So they've been trying to implement these new maps because they know the team has a lot of talent and they can play these 2 maps really well. So they're trying to expand their map pool now because they know a lot of other teams maybe won't have the experience or be ready to take on St. Clair. So I actually kind of like the strategy. And like you said, you have the Tuscan and you have the Berlin there just as a safeguard, just in case anything goes wrong.
That's exactly it. So let's see how these 2 teams can compete out here. It's going to be a good one. But Jobin, do you have any predictions for us tonight? I know that we've seen these teams play before. The Saints take it 3-1. You know, Farmingdale, they lost to U of Windsor 3-2. Matchups that you've seen quite often between your St. Clair Saints. And so I'm just trying to see where are you kind of at with this one?
I'm gonna go as far as say I'll say 3-2 for St. Clair. I'm gonna give Farmingdale 2 maps to say maybe they take either Gavitu or Bocage off St. Clair. Maybe St. Clair, you know, maybe they have a really great map and we don't know about it. And then St. Clair, I think, will end up taking 1 Berlin and 1 Tuscan probably.
So I'm going to go a little bold here. I'm going to take a little bit of a hot take here. This is the Saints last semester with this core lineup, the core squad. It is most likely that we will not be seeing Sauce return, Dawson return as the coach, and a couple other vital pieces to the team, as well as maybe potentially Corius. So a lot of players that are maybe moving on or moving to new things here in the scene. But with that being said, I think that is going to put a fuel underneath them. This is where they need to be ready. This is where the CCL play-ins begin. If you lose this matchup, you get sent home, and I don't think they're quite ready for that yet. And that is what really gives me confidence in the Saints to come in and take this series 3-0.
Yeah, I will say at St. Clair, if they come out with their heads on fire, especially like you're saying, with all that, I wouldn't want to say pressure, although it is definitely pressure to get into the CCL playoffs, but knowing all those underlying factors of like, hey, this might be the last time we're going to get together. And if you've ever been in like a locker room or on a team, you know, like when you sit in the locker room before a game and you look around, you're like, is this going to be the last time we all get together and play together? So, you know, they better come out ready. We know Farmingdale, it should be a pretty decent matchup, but I definitely still have to give St. Clair the edge. But yeah, with all those factors going on, you know, they're going to have to be ready to play.
Yeah, you really pointed it out there too, though. There's a lot of pressure that comes along with that. So they got to make sure they can lock things down. We've seen that they sometimes struggle in the first initial half of the hard point. They have seemed to, you know, smooth out those errors. They have seemed to be able to kind of adjust and get better at these hard points throughout the whole map rather than the second set of rotations. And with that being said, I just hope they don't go back into old ways with you know, all the pressure on them here now. You got to make sure you can stick to what you've been learning in scrims. You got to make sure you can stick to everything that you have been working on these past, you know, 6-7 weeks here. Last time we played Farmingdale was just 6 weeks ago. So whatever happened in the last 6 weeks is what we'll see here in this matchup.
Yeah, say recency bias would definitely be the biggest factor. St. Clair, they've been, the one thing you said too, they've been playing a lot better under the total pressure of CCL. So they've been so consistent throughout the year. So that's one thing that's definitely a bright spot for St. Clair. So they can get a little bit frazzled, as you said, if they start slow, and it happens in multiple esports times. If they start slow, we can see them kind of start to like fall apart or get kind of disjointed. So St. Clair, if they do fall behind, just look to, like you said, instead of bouncing back on map 2, try to figure out an adjustment for the second half of map 1, whether it's search or whatever the game mode is. Just try to find those early adjustments so you don't get caught too far and let the game snowball ahead.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And with that being said, we don't have the full set of lineup here for the side of Farmingdale, but for the side of St. Clair, our starting 4 will be Sauce. It is going to be followed by Brandon. Whoa, I was going to say Gorilla and Brandon, but no, it is Gorilla and then Brandon. And then also following that one up, we do have, why am I blanking? Sauce, Brand, Priestley. Okay, of course, you can't forget Priestley, the man, the myth, the legend. So those 4, Priestley, Sauce, Brandon, Gorilla, going to be coming through your starting 4 for the Saints here tonight. And they have been very, very well together. Yes. They have a lot of experience. Now, you know, it just seems like just yesterday in September, we were talking about this new roster coming and finding chemistry together. But now here we are. We are way back into May. But with that being said, I do have at least 3 of the members for the side of Farmingdale. And that is going to be Spades, Hades, and Gast.
I'm going to call them Spades and Hades. I know it's Hades, but Spades and Hades sounds a lot better to me. So wait to see who the 4th member is. St. Clair, as you said, Gorilla, Brandon, Sauce, and Priest are going to be going at it again. So it should be a really, really good matchup. I really hope St. Clair comes ready to play. And man, CCL playoffs, you can't beat the energy.
No, but you really have to play some flawless Call of Duty here now. You can't make these mistakes.
Yes.
We see a couple maps that we haven't seen every day from the Saints, or at least on stream, and you got to make sure you can lock those up. With that being said, we're going to talk about a few things here as we do wait for these final players to roll in and trickle into this lobby. And first things first, you know, we're talking about, you know, this might be the end of the run for a few of these members at St. Clair just due to graduating or moving on to bigger and better things. But if you wanted the chance to become your Saint for yourself, I know for a fact our Call of Duty roster is definitely recruiting for this upcoming year. But first things first, here's the Saints merch for you guys. It is going to be, you know, the t-shirt, the jacket, the jersey there, crew neck, sweater. If you guys are interested in getting some Saints merch for yourself, it is going to be at acquire.ca/Saints. But as for recruiting, it is going to be up to 100% tuition scholarships available, and you guys get to keep 100% of your winnings. I mean, I know for a fact, like I was saying, the Call of Duty team is recruiting here going forwards, and they're definitely looking for new positions. So if you guys are interested, make sure you do submit an application. It's not just Call of Duty, though. It is every single title that we are hosting scholarships for. We are offering a lot. There's dedicated training facilities with a new arena coming just around the corner. So if you guys are interested, apply at stclairsaints.ca/join or do !join in chat to look to become a Saint yourself.
Yes, and a quick shout out. Now that we're in the end of the semester and you've probably finished exams, you want to kick back and relax with some anime through the courtesy of Crunchyroll. Best anime and manga service on the planet. You can get a 14-day premium free trial at crunchyroll.com/Saints. That's crunchyroll.com/Saints. Endless anime and manga. That 2-week trial will definitely not be enough. So we love them, we thank them, and they help us do this.
Yeah, they help us a lot here, and can't forget about any of our other sponsors here as well, being Tim Hortons, Subway, the St. Clair SRC, as well as the St. Clair College Alumni Association. Not do this without any of them. And, you know, we should be around the corner here in a few minutes. I believe it is with Gavid 2 starting us off here. Or actually, Bocage. Bocage, yeah, my bad. And I don't know. For Bocage, it's one that we've seen on Hardpoint a few times as of recently for the Saints. And they seem to be fairly good at it. They don't get a whole lot of control off that first Hardpoint. It's right in the middle of the map, and it's very hard for both teams to take. But it all comes down to that second Hardpoint. I think that something that is very big for the Saints is finding those spawns for Hardpoint number 2 as quick as you can.
Yeah, especially with those hard points that are kind of on the outskirts of the map. Those are ones that you can, if you're able to get 1 or 2 kills, you can most likely secure the point. Trying to fight over that middle point, you're going to end up almost having to get a team wipe to actually gain full control. Otherwise, the respawns are going to keep coming and you just won't have time to reset it. So I think just exactly like you said, getting that second, third, and fourth hard point, if it comes to it, they have to make sure those rotations are on point, because getting on those outskirts of the map, you can just hold those 1 or 2 angles down and you can take a really good control of the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about control, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that is literally hardpoint. As much as it might look like it's all comes down to the killing and, hopping on the hardpoint, no. The biggest thing, in my opinion, in hardpoint is controlling of spawns.
Yeah.
And controlling of spawns is something that is a very big factor. That's Gorilla's main job when it does come to hardpoint, is for him to make sure around 10 to 15 seconds before this first, or whatever hardpoint is active, ends, he moves to the next and gets set up with the rest of the team to make sure that they can have the full success, then get the initial hardpoint capture, where they can just lock things down here shortly after. And I believe we should be hopping into game here in just a few seconds. We've been on the mic for quite some time here now. We're just waiting on this one to start. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting a shaders update.
Shocker.
Out of all things, it's got to be the shaders. So we should be underway with that one here in just a few moments. But Jobin, you got anything you want to talk about? We're wrapping up this semester. I know that we finished our classes yesterday there, and we don't really have much more going for ourselves, at least. So anybody back at home, I know I said this yesterday, but good luck on your finals.
Yes.
But do you have anything you want to wrap up? It's slowly coming to an end. Less and less broadcasts here, only a few a week.
Yeah, just trying to cast as much as we can. We just had the Soccer Anime Fest. Hopefully, we're going to bring it back next year in some capacity. So we have a lot of cool stuff going on at St. Clair. And just getting to walk by, seeing the mural. I think there's like a new cafe open in the new arena section now. In the arena, like part of it's open now. So just being on campus, like I am so excited to be back next year, because this campus just feels like it's coming up like more alive every single day. And if you're coming in the fall for the academy especially, you are not going to want to miss. This is going to be the start of something like beautiful going on.
Yeah, going into the end of 2022 and the start of 2023, there will be a whole new broadcasting setup. This will not look the same. Anything on screen you guys see here right now will not be the same. It is going to be
vintage.
A very this will be the old days. These are going to be the ones that we reminisce when we start and get back onto the mic, going into next year. But I mean, honestly, just super, super excited for everybody wrapping things up. It's a very bittersweet moment, I feel like, when it does come to collegiate esports, because there's so many teams and whatnot, so many players that have to move on, and it's a very exciting thing because they go into a new venture, new chapter of their life. But it's also very bitter thing as well, because it's very sad to see some people go.
Yeah, you want to watch all your teammates go out there and have great success wherever they go, whether they go as a player or if you're Dawson, like a coaching role, or if you go to be an executive. So as much, you selfishly want to keep the team together as long as possible, because like me and the boys, we want to get up. We love playing Call of Duty. We play competitively. We love waking up and doing it. But yeah, just knowing that the days are numbered, and say if you're St. Clair now, you can extend these numbered days. You want to come out and get the win tonight. So these guys, they know they have all the pressure in the world. They know that, hey, we don't have a lot of time left together, so they have to try to maximize it, and hopefully we can get underway here, and then they'll show us.
Yeah, but you guys can't get too sick of our faces. Me and Jobin, you're stuck with us here for another couple years, most likely. So, I mean, hey, if you
get used to it.
Get used to it. Yeah, no. But we have a blast coming on here and casting all these games for you guys.
Fun.
Just throughout this whole year long, I've seen so many people grow here just on the broadcast end of things, as well as players for the Saints.
Yes.
And to see this just in and out and in and out day through, it's so amazing to see for everybody here now. But I'm not sure if we will be good to send this one maybe to a quick break here, as we do just finish this update on the shaders. Yep, yeah, those shaders, they're occupying quite some time. But with that being said, a little bit of a pregame show just coming through here now, and we'll be back with game number 1 in just a few moments. My name's Jackson Pride Brown, joined alongside Daniel Jobin. Hello, Saints Nation, and welcome back here now as we're going to be hopping into Game 1. Sorry about rushing right into things, but it was pretty much a surprise for us here on our end as well. But here we go. Everything is set up, and we are going to get underway. We got Gas, Spades, Colorblind, and then Hades for the side of Farmingdale. For the side of St. Clair College, we got Priestley, Brandon, Sauce, and Gorilla. Hardpoint here on Bocage starting us off, and Hades will find this first kill in the initial hardpoint. Brandon quick for a trade. Some kills coming through for the Saints, and it's going to be a great start to this game if you are St. Clair. Immediately getting one single point on the hard point and trying to move on from here.
Yeah, nice little jump shot by Gasser. Colorblind is going to find a second kill for the side of Farmingdale. So trying to clear some sight. Sauce will get the kill on Colorblind running up on him. Spades will end up getting the trade out. So far, Farmingdale does have control of the hard point, trying to get this tick up. Hades trying to hold it down in the middle, is getting tagged up pretty significantly. St. Clair unable to take the hard point back so far. Farmingdale just kind of sitting on it and waiting. Priestley trying to find something, unable to do so. Gorilla will find a kill. Priestley will end up knocking down two, takes out Gast and Hades. So St. Clair able to get a little bit of a clear on the pointer. They will get a couple ticks before the hard point rotates here in 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's Gorilla here now, finding one. He did spot out the other, and jumping back in through will find that frag. It's now going to leave us a pretty even scoreline after this first hill. Not a whole lot of score actually gained off of it, so leaving us 13-11 as Sauce behind so many of these players. He picks up the intel on one onto Gas. Hades will swing by him, so does not find that kill. It's Spades up and above. Sauce firing off some shots, spotting Spades out, will get some damage off, but no kill able to come through. It's going to be St. Clair here with an 8-point advantage right now over the side of Farmingdale. Gas good for another before Brandon is there for the trade.
Yeah, Gorilla currently on a 5-kill streak as well, so just holding it down for St. Clair. He will end up getting shut down finally. Priestley and Spades going to exchange a couple kills. Farmingdale still does have control of the hard, but Brandon with a great jump shot off the roof will end up escaping the kill as well. We'll try to tag down Spades and we'll find the kill as Brandon's holding down this middle farm area. It'll take out Gast as well. Priestley will get the kill, so St. Clair they do have full hardpoint control, and they are taking this up right now, able to get a couple kills on site.
Yeah, so pretty even game, but St. Clair really starting to find a little bit of their own rhythm into things, finding a little bit of an advantage right here, right now. Gorilla good for 2 kills, actually, and Priestley good for 1 as well. So 3 out of the 4 players of Farmingdale State have been removed from this one for at least the next few seconds or so. Gorilla right back into the action, and he finds more. There's 2 for Gorilla. Priestley once again with 1. That's another 3 down. St. Clair are putting on a masterclass.
Yeah, Gorilla went from a 5 streak now to a 4 streak, trying to keep going. Sauce will get the kill. We'll try to find 2. Will tag up Spades and get the double kill, and St. Clair still has hardpoint control. Gorilla will end up cleaning up. Gonna have to try to find 1 more here, and Hades will end up shutting him down actually. But St. Clair, they do still have hardpoint control, and they do have pretty good score here. Can't get my words out. Colorblind is gonna try to find a couple kills, but St. Clair does have very strong control. Will be contested. Gast immediately gonna be shut down. Brandon will get shut down as well. A couple of trades come through. Hardpoint currently stalled out. St. Clair does have control of it, and they are still getting those points up.
Yeah, so here we are, St. Clair, they have full spawn control for this one, and they are set up beautifully. They could get a full 60 on this hard point, and St. Clair is really just starting to pull away with this game early on, and this is one thing I really wanted to see from them, is to see this early success, because otherwise, I mean, they're really going to have some problems and trying to close out this map and this series in general, but Colorblind, he is good for a couple for the side of Farmingdale, trying to turn this one around, and they will get scrap time on this hard point, but if you look at things, Gorilla, he's way here on the back line. Everybody for the side of St. Clair is just getting ready for these next hardpoint rotations, but for right now, Farmingdale still in this one, and they're really trying to start to come back here.
Yeah, just like you said, St. Clair did a great job of getting on that second hardpoint, able to get a lot of points up. Now Farmingdale did get the early rotate to the third, are finding a couple kills. Priestley will get the kill on Hades, so both teams going to go back and forth here. Hardpoint currently contested. Spades will escape the kill. Gas waiting in the wings here, trying to find, maybe we'll try to pick up Sauce. Sauce will fall to Spades. A couple members of Farmingdale getting the rotate on St. Clair. Brandon gets him from behind. He will get taken out by Gas, so Hardpoint still being contested by both teams here. Nade will go up for Gorilla. We'll try to find her. Will get knocked down by Hades. Now 87 to 41. Hardpoint still being contested, so this third point has been an absolute dogfight to try to break out so far.
Yeah, this point is one that is quite oftenly contested here between these teams, as you can just sit behind the hay bales and you can sneak into little corners there behind these doors as well. Like, look at Sauce has no idea somebody's behind that door there. There's not much a whole lot you can do there in that position, and this is a great hard point for Farmingdale State. They've really put themselves right back into the run of this one, and you know, St. Clair, they definitely are still in the driver's seat of this game with Priestley finding a couple kills. They have the rotations on lock, so St. Clair is set up nicely to get a lot of points going into this next hill.
Yeah, Farmingdale did close the gap from like 80 to 15. Now they're up to 60. St. Clair did have instant rotation for the fourth hardpoint. They are going to get that tick up a little bit to start off. Gorilla going to be waiting in the wings, trying to find a Priestley. Is playing the backline, finds the headshot, finds 1. Will get traded out by Spade, so Brandon now going to be the last one on this backline, trying to hold it. Farmingdale getting ready to push on site. Hades will find the kill on Sauce. Gorilla going to be able to trade him out. He actually will find 2, and Spades will trade him out. So now the hardpoint fully uncontested. No one being able to get on it so far. Colorblind will end up jumping back on it to get a Farmingdale ticking on these points. Priestley with a jump shot will take him up behind the boat. Now Sauce going to try to walk up and contest as well. Will get the kill on Hades, so St. Clair will regain the hardpoint for the time being.
Sauce should not be allowed to get kills like that, but he will. So St. Clair now push themselves over this 100-point marker, now approaching 120. Brandon gonna send some utility down the stairs. Will actually get that stun off and catches them out. There's 1, not only just 1, it's gonna be 2, and Spades trying to find the 3rd, but no. Colorblind will find the 2. Priestley answering back for 2 of his own, but Priestley will get shut down from the spawn of Farmingdale. St. Clair will be doubling the scoreline right now of Farmingdale as well. So we'll see how this one goes. We're about halfway through with this game.
Yeah, 3 minutes left, 50 seconds on this hardpoint. Nothing yet. Priestley is going to find the kill. Gorilla giving chase here to one of the members of Farmingdale, unable to find it. Gets tagged from behind, turns on Gas, finds the kill. Hades one to find the kill, getting traded out, and Spades will get the kill on Gorilla. So hardpoint still been uncontested for the last 15-20 seconds now. Both teams just getting caught on these rotations, trading off a lot. No team able to get any control yet. Farmingdale backing up on the side of it. They are going to try to grenade out here and try to get some contests. Farmingdale will find a couple kills. They will get hardpoint control for the time being, but this point's at 25 seconds and both teams have barely gotten anything out of it.
Yeah, this mid hard point is just so scrappy for both of these two teams. We do see some more trades coming through, and that's pretty much how this mid hill typically goes.
Yeah.
Trade in, trade out, maybe get a few seconds every here and there, but other than that, not much will be produced from it. It's going to be the rotations, which are a major factor, and St. Clair is fully set up. If you look at the mini-map in the bottom left, the green arrows over near that locked hard point, that is them set up beautifully as 3 kills come through for the Saints. There is a couple trades there for Farmingdale, so not a big worry, but with that being said, the Saints are already set up on this next hard point, and they're regaining this advantage they had just a few hills ago. Yeah,
the one good thing, they've been first to the hard point every single time, so even if they end up losing a team fight and end up losing the point, Brandon will find 2 and hold the point for St. Clair, let alone actually finds 3 there. One thing St. Clair has done an excellent job has been they've been getting on the hard point and at least been getting 20 to 30 points before they get knocked off of it, and when you have Gorilla running around the back line and Priestley getting a bunch of streaks and going streaking, just so much. Gorilla is going to try to hold the house. We'll find 1 on Colorblind, going to try to find 1 more, and we'll get tagged up with a double team, so 3 members of Farmingdale go to take out Gorilla and he'll finally fall, and now St. Clair going to try to hold hold off Farmingdale for a little longer, and Farmingdale will recover this hard point.
Yeah, and if you guys are just tuning in, this match has a lot of severity here to it. This is the play-ins for CCL playoffs. The winner of this match will make the top 32 and will go into that playoff action. Some nice shots from St. Clair will really push them in the right direction to try to come through and actually make this 32-team bracket, this group stage format coming through here after this play-in stage. And St. Clair right now 175 to around 85 here, and this next hard point can have a lot of weight to it. Farmingdale, they need a full 60.
Yep. They had, I mean, to be fair, they had the perfect setup for it. They had 3 members on the hard point. They have 1 member just off-site trying to play those rotations. St. Clair is about to collapse on them. Sauce will go down. Gorilla will find the kill on Spade. So St. Clair still has a decent contest on here. Colorblind will fall to Priestley as well. So St. Clair might be able to get some sort of pinch. Gorilla going to try to play from the upstairs. Priestley playing the downstairs. Will find one and gets traded out. Now Gorilla going to throw the nade. Try to find something as well. The nade will bounce back a little bit. Looks like out of the doorway. So maybe he won't find anything. We'll get the headshot on Gas. Great shot by Brandon, or by Gorilla rather. Now St. Clair is able to take the hard point. They are getting this tick up and getting toward that 200 score.
That 200 point marker is one that is very sought after here in Call of Duty, as once you secure that 200 point marker, if you can do it before your opponent, you have such an upper hand going into the remainder of the map. It is going to be a couple kills still coming through for Gorilla, and let's actually take a peek at the stat lines here. I mean, look at this. Priestley's already at 31, 25 for Brandon, 28 for Gorilla. They might not have the craziest amount of lead. I mean, yes, it is still a 100 point advantage, but their stat line when it comes to just fragging out is crazy. They are doing so well, and that gives me a lot of confidence in them coming into a search and destroy.
Yeah, and I think part of that is, though, like you said, that middle point is so hard to contest on this map, so you often see a lot more gunfights instead of people actually trying to die for the point. So St. Clair able to find a lot of those kills in the backline, able to find a couple kills as well. Brandon and Priestley picking up 3 between them. Gas is going to drop Gorilla. Brandon will fall as well. So now this hard point will be picked up by St. Clair, and St. Clair, if you're them, all you need to do is take 15 to 20 points off the next 2 hard points. You have a lot of score to give on Farmingdale here, so they're more than happy to sit back on this point and just farm these points for the time being. 213 and ticking so far. Priestley will end up finding the great kill there. Gorilla is giving chase. Will find the kill on Gas, so St. Clair still has full control of this hard point. Priestley gone at 5. Killing streak takes down Colorblind. Gorilla will eventually fall, but St. Clair, excellent control in this hard point so far.
Yeah, exactly as you were saying there. St. Clair can just win this game right now off of scrap time. They have built themselves that lead to allow themselves to just play for a few seconds on each of these hills to allow them to push them to, that full 250 point marker. We're at about 226 to 119 after this one, but look at it. St. Clair's already set up for this next. That's going to push them to the 230 point marker. Yes, we do see a lot of pressure on Sauce here to find a couple of these kills. You will find the first on the Colorblind, but Hades is there for a quick trade. So it is going to go into the side of Farmingdale. They have some good spawns. St. Clair will have to retake, but the score line, that's the killer.
Yeah, and the one thing too, even though you see the kill death ratio, we're talking about Priestley almost with a 40 bomb now. Sauce has been the first one on every single hard point so far. He's been the one to get that point started, and then the other 3 can get around and get those rotations and try to find those picks. And so far, it's been working out so far. Farmingdale is getting a pretty good amount on this hard point so far. Gorilla is going to find the flank, finds 1. Going to look for 2 to try to find Spades. Will get taken out, unfortunately. So Farmingdale still holding control at this point and doing a pretty good job of keeping St. Clair at bay, although they do find 2 kills. Priestley and Brandon trying to run the 2-man game. Brandon finds another one with the headshot, so St. Clair now has point control. Only need 15 more score to win. Brandon proning behind the boat. Will get tagged up. Sauce and Gorilla both find kills. St. Clair at 240. Only got 10 to go now. Looks like Farmingdale might not have enough. They might have one more decent push at this, but St. Clair, Gorilla playing a perfect back angle. They will try to find some kills. Gas and Spades will find a couple. St. Clair at 247 now, and the hard point will rotate.
Yeah, the hard point will rotate indeed. It's going to go back to mid, and it's going to get scrappy. You might see St. Clair play a little bit more aggressive on this one, considering they only need 3 score to close out this game, and they just want to say kind of GG, go next. Let's get moving on here. That's going to be 1, not 2. Gorilla, don't do him like that, and he will! Gorilla to find 3 to cap off the map number 1 win for the Saints in a nice fashion. 250 to 157 here on Bocage as we're getting ready to move into Berlin Search and Destroy. What a map. The Saints will take an advantage.
Yeah, that was a really good back and forth. Those middle points, just exactly as you said, they proved to be really good combat points. Both teams went back and forth. We saw a lot of kills. I think Priestley ended up with almost 40 kills, if not a 40 bomb. And we saw a great back and forth, but ultimately, that triple kill, what a fitting way to end things off. St. Clair they were there first on the hard point every single time. And honestly, everything we talked about, they kind of followed to a T, and it was in the best way possible.
Yeah, it really worked out there for them. I mean, the side of Farmingdale, they still did a great job of being able to rack up to a 200, to at least to a, 170,
like 160 or 170,
and a nice score marker there. So they're definitely keeping their name in the ring here. They're definitely keeping their name in the hat to keep themselves at this play-in potential, but finding a game 1 loss for the side of Farmingdale right now, it's a big killer. St. Clair, they're going to take this advantage. They're moving into a search and destroy that they're going to be very confident in. They're coming off of a map win where they outslayed their opponent, and now there's no objective as much to really work around. It really is going to come right down to these kills. It's going to come right down to your gun skill, and as of what we've seen in the game one, St. Clair has the upper hand.
Yeah, and St. Clair, now they're going to a map, just as you said, Berlin. They are definitely familiar. They've played tons of hardpoint, tons of search on Berlin. So to get that win on Bocage now, and now especially if you can get this win on Berlin, which you consider to be like a favorite map of yours, if you can go to, what is it, Guvata or Gutava?
Gavatu.
Yeah, Gavatu. If you can go, got wrong both ways. You go to Gavatu. If you're St. Clair, now you're feeling maybe a lot better. Like, hey, our map 1 pick pulled off now. Now if we can go to a different map, they might not be ready for. You're feeling a lot better about yourself.
You're definitely feeling a lot better. But I mean, if you're Farmingdale here, this is almost a must-win in my eyes. Because
I would agree.
You can't afford to try to have to win map 4 and 5 when you play Tuscan.
I was going to
Maps
say.
that are so dominant for St. Clair. Yeah. And maps 4 and 5 as well are both just, Tuscan hardpoint, Tuscan search. Those are back to the basics for the Saints. And even the map 3, it's going to be a control. And the Saints are infamously good at control.
Yeah.
So maps 3, 4, and 5 are your scariest ones. I would say for the side of Farmingdale, their best chances of finding a map win would be in the map number 1.
Yeah.
And it fell to the side of St. Clair. And that's what really puts me at leaning a little bit more towards my St. Clair 3-0 prediction.
Yeah, I definitely think that would start to lean the way things are going to go. But Farmingdale, they proved they had a ton of fight on that first map. So I would not be surprised if they came out and started swinging at St. Clair. Even though it's search and destroy, and you got to be a little more even keeled, a little more relaxed, because you don't want to, you only have limited lives to work with. But Farmingdale definitely showed a lot of toughness and a lot of grit. So they're definitely going to come out and be ready. But if I'm St. Clair, I'm still feeling really, really good about taking map 1 and now going to Berlin.
They still played a great game. They still had a lot of pop-off moments. They didn't make it to the play-in stage for no reason. So FSC, they're holding their own. They're doing a good job. They definitely took a good majority of points off the Saints. It was still only an 80-point game. I mean, if it's within double digits here of a scoreline of a game, double digits or single digits, it's going to be a good one for the remainder of the series. And you got any scoreline predictions for us here in the Search and Destroy?
What did you play to 7 rounds? Six rounds? I'm going to say 6-4. I think Farmingdale's got a couple rounds in them with some pop-offs.
I definitely agree with you here. I mean, for the side of Berlin, it's a little bit interesting sometimes. And I'm going to go 6-3 for the Saints here. I believe that just with Search and Destroy and timing and how everything works out, the side of FSC, they can definitely get some wins under their belt. But other than that, I mean, St. Clair, I think they're still going to have the number on this one. But starting us off, it's going to be Saints on the defense and the attacking for Farmingdale. This map has changed a little bit here as well, I believe, as of lately. A little bit of new spawns, potentially.
Yeah,
but,
probably. I think they've been doing, some spawn tweaks, little small changes.
A lot of pressure over towards B early.
It's going to try to find a grenade lineup early on. Gorilla going to open the window. Priestley will end up getting first blood, taking down Gas. So St. Clair going to draw first blood, have the early 4v3 advantage. Going to try to just play a little bit of sight here. The bomb looks like it might get, or it's going to be tagged or pinged up by Spades there. He's going to be playing in this top building, colorblind, laying down in the back behind this tank. Will cover the bomb. So, and Gorilla will fall as well. So now actually it's 3v2 for St. Clair. Brandon with an excellent headshot on colorblind. So now 3v2 for St. Clair. The bomb is down. They will have to try to figure out a way to either stop them from getting recovered or just try to hold this plant off for these kills.
Brandon is so good with the sniper at the long angle, and look at this. This is bomb down. Saints have this intel. Yeah. It's going to be the side of Farmingdale now forced over to this position.
Tough
Hades and
spot,
Spades.
too.
Really tough spot. You're wide in the open. Brandon has a sniper, and he just killed the bomb carrier. So look at this. Brandon can literally just sit with a scope on the bomb, and that's what's going to make things so difficult right now for FSC, and they know this. Spades, he's going to be coming down, trying to get a little bit of a flank maybe off. But look at the time as well. I mean, down to 20 seconds. It takes 5 seconds to plant. Honestly, St. Clair could just play time and win this round.
Yeah, I think so. Although Spades will get the early kill on Priestess. So maybe if they're able to find some frags or actually get the bomb down, they are going to charge the site, but they don't have the bomb in their hand yet. Yeah, they have to try to find picks here. Brandon does have one in his crosser, so St. Clair, they have intel. Sauce will get the kill on Spades.
He got it.
Now Brandon will try to get bomb. Actually, we'll get planted here, but Brandon should be able to walk up and find the easy kill here. Actually, we'll get the pistol tags. He will find the kill on Hades. He will get the defuse, and St. Clair will take a pretty back and forth round 1.
Yeah, a nice plant from Hades. He will get that one down with, I believe, just 0.4, 0.5 seconds left on the clock. It was a very close one and a very nice play there. They were at least able to find a couple kills, but the cleanup was there from St. Clair. They knew the side of FSC had to force a bomb plant down, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Hades will get shot out from Brandon's pistol, and he was forced to pull that pistol. You're not going to pull the sniper out in that gunfight there, so... With that being said, switching sides, Saints will be moving over to the attack. It's a 1-0 lead back into St. Clair's favor, not only in just the series, but now also in the map.
Yeah, just great defensive setup for St. Clair. Got a couple picks early on, put that bomb down in an absolutely terrible spot, like damn near unrecoverable. Farmingdale did a great job of, battling back. Spade able to get a couple kills. Hades able to get the plant down, but now into round 2, Gorilla going to try to find that cross-map pick early on, unable to find anyone's Sauce. Going to be walking down, trying to hold this middle area. Is going to be almost colliding with one of the members of Farmingdale, so everyone just kind of holding an angle right now, trying to find that early pick before they make any decision.
Now you're going to have to wait here and try to see what you can find before any decisions are going to be made. Still an even stalemate. We're down to a minute left on the clock as these teams are both still trying to find their openings. Sauce, he's going to make his way to B. Nobody here for an immediate defend. Colorblind, he picked up the intel, but the bomb plant should be coming through. It's going to be Sauce who breaks his way in, just clearing out the inner circle. Brandon for a kill here with the SMG, so it does look like he put the sniper away as Gorilla finds one as well, and the bomb gets planted. This is looking perfect for St. Clair.
Yeah, exactly the start you wanted. Priestley will find a kill on Spades, now down to a 3v1. The bomb is planted, so St. Clair has maximum advantage right now. Hades is going to have to try to do it all on his own. He will actually get the headshot on Brandon, so now it's down to a 2v1. The bomb is still planted. Hades does have his work cut out for him. He is 2-1 so far. Is going to get that health recovery, able to be out of the fight for long enough. Now, going to try to rock up onto this B site and try to find a couple kills. I think he hears Priestley and Sauce possibly running around in the building, but actually maybe not. Yeah, it's unfortunately, the problem with the 2v1 is has to try to guess a lot of angles, and the time is ticking on this bomb. Only got 10 seconds to get over there. And
it's a 7.5 second defuse here,
so he actually won't even make it over there in time anyways. Yeah, just going to clear the room and going to run back through. So Hades just maybe a little bit too indifferent with the decision-making there and able to find a pick, but not going to do anything else with it. And St. Clair will pretty easily take round 2.
Yeah, it's going to be just letting the time run out there. Target
destroyed.
Trying to
save, man.
Yeah, didn't know we were playing CS, but no, it's going to be St. Clair College taking up a 2-0 advantage here, and this is a big 2-0 advantage to have, especially considering the momentum is already in their favor. I think you can see from the side of FSC, they got to make sure that they keep their momentum up. You got to make sure you can keep morale high because you're definitely far from out of this game here right now. You got to make sure you can keep things rolling. We have Spades and Hades both playing a good Search and Destroy right now, but I'd like to see a little bit more from Gast and Colorblind.
Yeah, and that's a tough thing with Search. It's really hard to get going because in a game of Hardpoint, you can die 2 or 3 times and go on a 5 kill streak and immediately your momentum feels switched. But in Search, you have to wait for that respawn and try to find something. Ooh, Brandon got to try to line one up through the window. Did maybe see one. Will end up finding the headshot, and Sauce gets a headshot at the same time as well. So 2 members of Farmingdale will fall on St. Clair. Now the great start to this round, up to a 4v2 with a minute left on the clock.
And it takes Hades off of the bomb plant as well, so no time taker for St. Clair. It's all the pressure still on FSC. Spades, he's looking for some sort of aggression, but St. Clair's playing this one very smart. They don't have to push. All the pressure is on Farmingdale right now, so we'll see what they opt to do. They're still cycling around this A bomb site a little bit more, as Hades has made his way up. Priestley sending in a grenade. It will get some damage off. They have the intel. They know that they're still over on this A bomb site. It will get the plant coming through. Sauce going to be one of the first players here to try to respawn. Picking up a rifle, swinging. Doesn't spot anything out immediately. Hades is down here on the lower side of these stairs. Not going to spot anything. Spades has been Priestley swinging. Going to catch him on the drop shot. Now Gorilla finds Hades, and that's a third for the Saints.
Yeah, and going to be in flawless fashion. Able to get the defuse with a 4-0. 4-0 easily cleaned up the round there. Brandon able to find the last kill there. Priestley going to be on the 2 streak. All the Saints contributing so far. Plants defuses coming through, and now St. Clair looking very, very strong as they go up 3-0.
Yeah, they have the major lead in this game here right now, and it doesn't look like the side of Farmingdale has much to respond for it. Obviously, still a lot of time left in this game, but St. Clair's already halfway to closing this one out, and this is where you got to flip the switch if you're FSC now, because you have Brandon back on the sniper. The Saints are back on attack. Last time they were on the attacking round, they seemed to make things work out fairly well for themselves, and it was a 1v2 left into things, and honestly, Farmingdale just couldn't really deal with the post plants.
Yeah.
St. Clair, I honestly, realistically believe that they can just get the bomb down on B again and play these post plants. It's another successful round.
Yeah, I honestly tend to agree there because they seem to be able to find those picks when they need them. So I think if they can get that bomb down and start that timer, they can start almost a panic timer in Farmingdale's head, and they can be like, okay, now they know they have to come make a play on us, and St. Clair does an excellent job of just being patient and holding those aggressive angles and just knowing that I'm going to hit these shots when they cross, and we're going to get these numbers advantage early on. But so far, very patient start for St. Clair and Farmingdale. Not too much going on for either team. Not a lot of intel exchange. Just both teams kind of sitting back on their angles, trying to wait to see what the other team might do. First couple tags welcome through. Brandon gets tagged up, but will escape with his life, fortunately. Now Sauce will end up trying to run, and actually we'll try to get the bomb down. Colorblind will get tagged up by Brandon, so Brandon retaliating for those earlier tags, and now St. Clair, actually they were Sauce. We'll try to get the bomb down now, and it looks like St. Clair will end up playing post plant.
If you were colorblind there, you were not expecting a repeat from Brandon. Priestley, yeah, you will find one on Gas, but Brandon, he went for a big ego peek there. That was definitely considered an ego peek, and it worked out. I mean, it's going to be a 4-on-2. Those are definitely valuable sometimes because the opponent never expects you to swing back out.
Yeah.
It really caught Colorblind off guard there, and it will give St. Clair a multiplayer advantage. Now with bomb down, 7.5 seconds for the defuse. Priestley will find Spades, and it's all into a 4v1. Hades here left. He is going to try to cross here, and it will be another back-to-back flawless round from St. Clair College. They're going to be leading 4-0 here now, and they're just looking to end this one out.
Yeah, they're playing this objective flawlessly so far, both offensively and defensively. Brandon with a 6-1 scoreline so far, and as you said, for him to repeat peek with like 35 HP was just absolutely a wild decision. But hey, that might be a decision. If you're Farmingdale, I would not have expected that either. So St. Clair pulling out all the stops right now. Sauce yet to die, got 2 plants down. Priestley, Brandon, and Sauce all on mini streaks of their own, and all the Saints look like they're on another level right now. Just got to keep this up now. In Farmingdale, you have to find some answer. You have to get Gas and Colorblind going somehow, some way.
You really do. I mean, a combined 0-8 right now is not what you want to see for the side of FSC. I mean, there's so much pressure in this matchup, and it might be getting to them here right now, but an efficient bomb plant going to come through. No contest for the Saints. This is a 4-on-4 retake, and it is going to get messy here now, Jobin.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of rotations have to come through from the Saints. We do have Sauce still creeping around this door, looking for Colorblind above. I mean, he knows Colorblind's up here. This is why Sauce is being so quiet, trying to be so sneaky. He's looking for this player anywhere, but not able to find it. Is now going to be Colorblind. Look at the angle he has on this whole cross. Sauce makes his way up, spots him out. There's the first kill. With so much time has already been off the clock, you have to go quick. Gas will get a trade out on a Priestley, and this is concerning now. You need to get on this bomb in the next 5 seconds.
Yeah, now it's already down to a 3v2. So if you're St. Clair, you have a 3v2 push, and you have to get on the bomb. Brandon wound up getting tagged down. Sauce finds a kill on Hades, but it looks like it will not be enough time. Sauce will just run away with his life and his 4-0, and Farmingdale will get back in this game and get on the board with 4-1.
Sauce will be playing for streaks here, so this save is not for nothing.
Yeah, no,
it is going to be, he's on a 4 streak here right now. I think it is 3 more kills, and he will find himself 2 to 3 more kills, and he will find himself that second streak. The first streak is actually G8, so not allowed to use it. And with that being said, though, switching sides, St. Clair will drop their first round. It's going to be the side of FSC saying, no, we will not get a donut dropped on us today. We're going to bounce back, and they're going to have a round for themselves here now. So 6-2, 6-2, is Brandon leading the charge for St. Clair. Not far behind is Priestley. Sauce, still a flawless game, hasn't died quite yet. And we did see the side of Gas really pick it up in that round. He was 0-4 going into it, and now going to be sitting at 2-4.
Yeah, and Sauce has been the objective master these last 2 games. First on the hardpoint rotations, and got 2 of the plants, and I think he's got a defuse to his name as well. So excellent job of St. Clair, both playing for picks and trying to play that objective and just knowing, hey, we can start this timer and we can really put the pressure on. And Farmingdale with a good answer back last round, and now St. Clair trying to get an answer of their own. And Brandon will fall first as well, so Gas actually picks up first blood, and great start for Farmingdale.
I mean, Gas, I just said it. He was 0-4, and he's got 3 in a row here now. Yeah. Gas, we said it, and he listened, I guess. He's going to find himself a few, and it's going to be Farmingdale State College here now with a bit of a head start over the Saints in round number 5. Gas, he's picked up more intel. He's looking to go even. I mean, this could be 4 in a row. He shuts out Sauce. That's no streaks for Sauce here now. And there's the kill. So Sauce, his streak run is down, but Gas' streak run has now been picked up. He's got 4 for himself, looking for a couple more, and try to piece together some sort of a streak here. It's a 2-player advantage. Spades will find Gorilla, and just like that, it's all on a Priestley in the 1v4. Was that Gas who got the kill as well? It might have been.
Yeah, and where that bomb got taken down anyways, there was no way St. Clair was going to recover that bomb and plant in, I think it was 20 seconds. So great job of Farmingdale there. They just played those angles. They got the timing right, got on those flanks, and now you get to see maybe some streaks coming through for Farmingdale. So if you're St. Clair, now this is when you have to start to watch if the tides could turn. If you drop one more round and they find maybe 2 to 3 more kills, things could start to get a little bit dangerous. So just got to try to slow down, maybe try to hold those angles a little tighter and just try to find these kills.
You still have a really good cushion for yourself for the Saints. You still have that 2-round advantage, but I completely agree with what you're saying. You drop 1 and it starts to get a little bit more concerning once again. So Colorblind will actually pull out the sniper this time. Misses a shot out of Brandon, but going for the repeat, and no, it is not going to last. It's going to be still a stalemate here after the first, 20 to 30 seconds, but another bomb plant going to come right down for Gas here onto the B site. Gorilla, he's close. He could find a refrag. Gorilla is going to team kill Sauce. That is never what you like to see. Sauce, he will find one on the Spades. He was probably tagged down low, and that is why the nade did do so significant amount of damage. Priestley up on the front side of site, but Gas, he's just stuck in here trying to find any player that does peek him out.
Yeah, Gorilla playing right off site here is going to maybe try to peek into this window. Priestley is going to try to run down the street as well. Gas playing in this back corner of the bomb. Only 21 seconds. He will spot out Priestley. He will get tagged up. He actually will get the kill on Gorilla. Priestley able to swing at the same time. Priestley will find the kill and trade him out. Hades there to get Brandon. So now 2v1, only 13 seconds left. Hades is still on the bomb site. So Farmingdale looks like they will end up walking away with this round.
Oh, and the sniper firing away. It's Colorblind, hits a shot. Priestley, though, just trying to pad that stat line up, and it is going to be another for Farmingdale State. 3 unanswered here, and now we're just looking at a 1-round game, Jobin. This is anybody's to take, and Farmingdale, in the last few, they're in the driver's seat.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Hades might be on a 5 or a 6 streak, as I just said. So you can go from 4 kills, you find 2 to 3 of those kills, you get to that 7-8, and you can start to roll in those streaks, and you actually will only on the 3 streaks. So maybe one of the streaks got reset there, got a kill in between there. Oh yeah, Priestley ended up getting the cleanup. So St. Clair got to try to find a way to get back on the board here, whatever it is. Farmingdale has been really, really quick to those bomb sites. Maybe St. Clair could go for a quick plant of their own and try to catch Farmingdale off guard, but have to see what they decide to go for. Gas is going to be running up and playing very aggressive early on, trying to hold this angle from getting St. Clair to get in the building. Saw shoulder to shoulder with one of the members of Farmingdale. Spades knocks him down as the door opens, and now a 4v3 for Farmingdale to start the round.
Farmingdale, I mean, they're finding these first blood picks, and it's working here now. They're on the defending side. St. Clair not able to get a whole lot of advancement on the attack. Priestley good for a trade onto Spades. Bomb still down, and it is going to get scooped up from Brandon. So at least having that back in possession gives a good sign. It's brought an even score line, and taking out one of these players from the side of Farmingdale that is actually fragging out, as well as Hades, two players that have been having a lot of potential for FSC. Now out of this game, it's a 3-on-2. St. Clair has gained that player advantage for themselves. Brandon looking to get this bomb down on B. Priestley here for the crossfire. Colorblind barely staying alive. And Brandon, he's pretty scared to put this bomb down because Colorblind will just get aggressive and will find the kill with the pistol. Gonna scoop up a rifle. Priestley still potentially looking for the frag. The last player is Colorblind over on this site. Priestley swinging, will find it. St. Clair will advance here now to map point, up 5-3. They have a good cushion for themselves, and they should be a lot better in a lot more near closing it out.
Yeah, that was a great job. Priestley did a great job to crossfire Colorblind to keep Brandon alive, but Colorblind, respect to him, even though he was 0-5, he immediately goes, no, I'm going to check that again, runs back in the window, finds the kill on Brandon, and then Priestley just able to get that. He had just enough bullets in the mag there to get that spray through the wall into the site there, get the last kill. And now St. Clair going to be on map point, going to try to find that. Priestley is going to be 9-4 so far, so having a really, really strong game. All the Saints having strong games, to be fair, whether it's objective-wise or kills, so just got to try to find one more here and maybe try to stop it. It looks like it'll be a heavy rush A for FSC, or FCS rather. Looks like they're going to try to get this quick A plant and then make St. Clair play retake.
Yeah, you're going to have to see here. The nade going to come in, going to do a little damage, but not what he was really looking for. Swinging through, finds one, but runs out of bullets. Spades will get naded from Gast, and that is going to be Colorblind finding Sauce. Priestley good for a trade. We're in a 2v2 here, Joe, but this has been a mess. Another Hades peeking, naded out. Bullets sent in. The nade will get the kill on the Hades, and now we're 2v1. There's the kill for Gorilla, and the Saints will close out map number 2. We're looking at a 6-3 game, and the Saints will move on to series point heading into the control.
Yeah, so Aston answered. Farmingdale, once again, great job of rush planting A, getting that bomb done immediately, and St. Clair just came in with an absolute frenzy. Nades flying everywhere. Luckily, they get a Farmingdale team kill on one of the nades. All the members were tagged down very low, but St. Clair, they finally were able to put together that awesome retake, and at a perfect time, and they're able to take Berlin, and now they have a commanding 2-0 advantage.
A very, very big one there for the side of St. Clair, moving up now 2-0 in these play-ins, and they're just one map away from being able to move up to the actual group stage here of playoffs, into that top 32 sector, and it's a very good place to be, I assume. It's going to be nice for all those teams that have already locked that in. It is going to be 2-0, despite what the score says here on the screen, with that being said. Though, what do you have for us here in control? And it's going to be the first team to 3 in this one.
I'm going to give St. Clair the edge. I'm going to say first team, so like best, I would say St. Clair 3-1.
Yeah, St. Clair 3-1.
After what I've seen now, that search and destroy. Once again, Farmingdale, they show a lot of grit, man. They battle back when it seems like all is lost, because it was 0-4. They brought it back to 4-4, and then St. Clair able to pull away. So I'm going to give them a round. I'm going to say they get in the groove, but St. Clair, they do seem to figure out Farmingdale at some point, and when they figure them out, they look really, really good.
Yeah, they do look pretty solid. I mean, Farmingdale, we saw some players have some moments here for themselves in this one. They've really picked things up, and they found a few in a row. They found the momentum that they needed. It was just not able to be carried on all the way through to the end of this one. So now, with that being said, it's going to be this 2-0 lead. You got to reverse sweep if you're Farmingdale. Yeah. And the big problem with reverse sweeping is the fact that map 3, Saints are good at control. It might be a little bit of an interesting map, but Saints, bottom line, are good at this game mode. And then moving into maps 4 and 5, it's a hard point and search. They're fairly basic game modes, but they're on Tuscan. And that's where St. Clair is very comfortable. I think they at least will be able to pick up one of those two. And at that point, I just feel like Farmingdale, it's going to be very, very difficult to try to pull off and find 3 in a row.
Yeah, and I think we're going to tell pretty early on in this game if Farmingdale's going to end up winning or they're going to be competitive, because St. Clair has started hot both games. And even though Farmingdale went on that run and made it 4-4, if you start 0-4, there's like a 90% chance you're going to lose that game. And if they start slow again, just like in hardpoint, St. Clair, they were always first to the hardpoint. You get those extra 15 points 5-6 times, and all of a sudden you win by 80. There's all your 80 points. They come right there at the beginning. So if St. Clair's able to start hot once again, I don't think Farmingdale will be able to keep up. So I think that'll be the key to victory. If you're St. Clair, just come out guns blazing and just try to put them away early.
Yeah, we've only seen this map here being Gava 2 for the St. Clair control side of things a few times here, but every time we have seen it, I think that we haven't really seen them loss on Gava 2. We've only seen them win on Gava 2 here, and that is definitely a good sign if you are from the side of St. Clair, because going into this one, it gives you a lot of confidence, and they already have so much confidence being up 2-0. You just got to make sure it's not too much confidence, because you're up 2-0 in the series. You've already beat this squad here once before. You're a very good control team here. Gava 2 is a map that you've been very consistent on, you're nearly flawless on, and this is where you know that all the cards lie in your favor. It gives you a lot of this boost of momentum and confidence. It's a good thing, but you just can't let it make you play like a different player. Yeah,
the one thing is they know that Gava 2 definitely not a super commonly played map in CCL. I know Tuscan and Berlin are the main two, so one thing St. Clair can maybe hold is that, hey, both of these teams might not know this map as well, and St. Clair, the times they have been on it, they have looked really, really good, so they definitely want to take that to the bank. I'll be really curious to see what Farmingdale comes out with, because they've showed where they've come out with a quick rush strategy, they've come out with the patience, they try to get the picks, the lineups. So really curious to see what kind of two matchups come in here, and St. Clair hopefully will be able to walk away and sweep Farmingdale.
Yeah, if they can do that, it really makes them a little bit more of a threat going into the group stage. If you look at the play-ins and say, hey, St. Clair was able to sweep up their play-in match in 3-0 fashion, it makes you a little bit more worried to play them in group stage here now. So we'll see what happens, but here we go. Gava 2, nice little windy beach day here.
Nice change of scenery from the rainy cities, man.
Exactly the case, but here we are. It is going to be the side of St. Clair, I believe, starting on the defending side of things, or actually this might be the attacking side. I might be completely losing my marbles, as we are just going to be seeing them
painting Snoop Dogg
up here. Yeah, they're just
Sauce is playing a Snoop Dogg. I had to mention it once. The skin pack just came out. It's the coolest thing ever, man.
Yeah, but here we are. So St. Clair on the attacking side, Farmingdale on the defending side here, and St. Clair, when you're on the attacking side, you typically rush all members towards 1 point early on. It looks to be B. B is not one that you see them get so aggressive on early. And Priestley will actually team kill Sauce. It might have just been a little bit of an accidental shoot there. But I'm sure they will be able to recover.
Yeah. Priestley gonna try to find one. He's gonna be rotating around the satellite with Hades. He's gonna try. They're gonna shoulder to shoulder, won't find each other, and he will end up getting killed. Traded out there. Colorblind will fall as well. So a couple kills back and forth for both teams. Farmingdale with the early advantage, gonna find 3 kills to start things off. Hades is gonna be trying to holding down this beach area. Brandon will find the kill on top of the boat. Will jump across, try to find the kill on Colorblind. Will get tagged up by Gas. So Farmingdale with a pretty good job here so far of keeping St. Clair's initial push at bay.
It really didn't look like St. Clair had a straight-up game plan going into this control, and that makes me a little worried. I mean, I think that I would have liked it a little bit more to see something that was a little bit more organized here between the squad, rather than just everybody trying to push in and try to find their own respective kills. But the live advantage is only 3 in favor of Farmingdale, but no progression has been made for St. Clair, and we're already down to just 30 seconds. You add more time if you can capture one of these 2 points, so they desperately need to do that here soon. Gorilla will be the first one to hop on A, it will stop the clock, and they will start to make progression on this one.
Yeah, St. Clair, that's the thing. You didn't lose too many lives, but you did lose a third of your lives, and like you said, the time was ticking down very much, so you got to start trying to get this progress. They are going to get pretty good progress on A so far. Spade is going to find the kill on Brandon. Sauce getting tagged up pretty hardcore. Will end up getting naded out by Colorblind, so Farmingdale doing a pretty good job. St. Clair is still getting progress on A, though, so if they get flooded, Hades will end up finding a double kill, though. Priestley and Gorilla will fall to his hand. He is on a 5 killing streak in Farmingdale, just doing enough to keep St. Clair from capturing this point. Brandon will get the shutdown with the pistol, and St. Clair able to get those first 2 ticks of A, but they only have 14 seconds. They got to get on this and stop the clock again.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 for Hades there, as one of the St. Clair members got the team kill. Brandon, he's made his way onto the boat here now, and he will pick up a little bit of progression with a couple kills, but it's ultimately going to rely on trades. And now down just to the final 5 seconds, St. Clair have to hop this one to stop the clock, and it's not looking easy. Gorilla, he will clean up 2 of these 2 kills. Gast, he's approaching. They're trying to stop this one. Gast, he has been peeking. Will he get swung? Yes, he will. Now look at the live advantage. It's only been in 3 here now in favor of the side of Farmingdale. Make that 2, and St. Clair, they got more time on the clock to work with, but this B point is a lot harder to work with than the A side is.
Yeah, this is a lot more open, a lot more spots to get messed up from, and now St. Clair, they do have a decent amount of time. The live advantage is it's been nullified now, so St. Clair, they can send 1 or 2 good pushes and drop 3 to 4 members of Farmingdale. They can actually pull this off. Gorilla will end up going on a 5 kill streak, finds a kill on Colorblind. Sauce and Gorilla trying to push. Gorilla will find another one. Brandon finds a headshot as well, so St. Clair may be able to get a good B push here. Gas will actually get the team kill on Hades as well, so seeing a lot of team kills these first 2 games, but St. Clair is slowly getting control point progress there. They just enough time. They're able to stop this clock and get this tick.
Yeah, they stopped the clock, and they're getting some progression here now as well with a 2 live advantage. And now Farmingdale, they have one total respawn. Not anymore. It's going to be the side of Colorblind coming back into this one, and Hades, he will be stuck out of this game for the remainder of the round. So St. Clair will be able to get a lot of progression as a lot of players are over here. Spades will go down to Priestley. That's another big kill to come through. Gas and Colorblind, all that's left, but there's one for Colorblind. Gas will go down. It's a 1v5, and St. Clair will find round number 1 in this one. So it's going to be a great start. It looked very, very rocky at the very beginning of that round, but they quickly turned things around, and they found this one for themselves.
Yeah, it's the exact word I was going to use. Looked really rocky for St. Clair at the start. Farmingdale looked up. They came out. They got all the picks they wanted right away. And if you're Farmingdale, that honestly has to suck a little bit because you played so well the first like 2 minutes of that round. And then St. Clair able to stop the clock with like 20 seconds left, take the point, and then get pretty much 2 to 3 team ups and pretty much steamroll B and take that one. B is usually, as you said, a way harder point to capture. St. Clair pretty much took it with ease because the live advantage enabled them to do so. So now Farmingdale will have to answer in a big way because St. Clair looked really good at the second half of that.
Here we go. The defending side's always a little bit easier, I would say, too, as well. So it's nice that St. Clair does have that for themselves to try to find a 2-0 advantage, because if they find a 2-0 advantage, you're very set to close this one out. And some shots from Sauce, but it's not going to work out too nicely as Hades will find that kill. And it's actually going to be a lot of progression over towards A site here early. Priestley makes his way above, trying to find some sort of an opening. Brandon and Gorilla, though, will do it from down below. And only 1 tick is that's what's allowed here over towards A. Hades up and above, but will be traded from Sauce.
Yeah, St. Clair, really good job. The first little bit of A control did get taken by Farmingdale, so they do like to get that rush plan to try to get those rush strategies. Sauce will end up falling. Gorilla, they actually get some intel on Colorblind. Didn't end up re-peeking, though, so going to try to catch him around the rocks here. Going to try to get this point. This A point is getting taken by a bunch of members of Farmingdale. Another team kill coming through for Farmingdale, so they seem to be coming one after the other. St. Clair going to try to take advantage here, maybe. Brandon going to run up. Colorblind will fall to Priestley. Gas sitting on the back of this tank. Brandon will get tagged out and will fall. Sauce is going to try to get the flank on Gas, or he will do so, and the St. Clair will keep the clock running, and they will stop this A point for the time being.
Yeah, as much as time as they can waste here for the side of Farmingdale over towards this A point will be massive to their success moving forwards. I mean, Priestley, he's going to find Colorblind here now, and this clock is going to keep on ticking and ticking. Gas tag down low, and it's going to force him to slow down a little bit before pushing right on this tank. Hades here also getting some damage inflicted, and those kills coming in is going to be so big for St. Clair to just keep this clock running and running. Colorblind finds Gorilla to try to even things up a little bit, but now St. Clair, they have the clock advantage, and they have a 4 live advantage as well, with Priestley getting a ton of map control.
Yeah, on top of the clock advantage, St. Clair is really starting to find picks. Priestley really finding his groove on the 5-trick, and St. Clair clock is going to be stopped. They are actually, they did switch to the B control. I don't hate that idea. The A push clearly wasn't going to work. Gorilla is going to try to contest this. He will end up finding tags on Colorblind. He will find the kill with the pistol, so excellent job to shut down that B push in Farmingdale. Now they have to regroup, an 18 to 12 live difference, so they definitely have their work cut out for them. 12 seconds remaining. Priestley trying to hold this top tank. Farmingdale falling. Brandon finding multiple. Hades finally gets a nade kill on Brandon. Hades getting tagged up by Sauce. Only 3 seconds left. Yeah, they might be able to stop the clock, but only 0 seconds, and that's going to be it for round 2, and St. Clair going up 2-0 to start off control.
It's not every day that you see a round 1 in control due to time, and St. Clair will do that there. They're not going to allow the side of, FSC to hop on this one, and it's going to be St. Clair running away with this one. 2-round advantage. They're not only on map point, but they're also on series point.
Yeah.
1 more control round win out of these next 3 rounds will lock it up and put them into the group stage here for CCL playoffs.
Yeah, look at Hades for Farmingdale, 16-8. He has been an absolute terror for St. Clair. So if you're St. Clair, I'm going to target that guy. I'm going to try to shut him down as many times as possible. I think he had a streak in the first round as well. So St. Clair, just try to focus in, maybe take him out of the game, get him off his momentum. Now, just try to play a good offensive side here and get this clock going. Sauce end up finding the first blood on Spades.
Sauce will do a great job here now, finding some early control over A, but look at this, Brandon, he will go down to Gas. Gas has really turned up in the second half of this series here now. St. Clair, they still managed to control some of this possession over towards A. A quick stun on Gorilla, but it will not phase him much. Progression is still being made, and the clock stopped at a good, timely manner. Even live count, Priestley will find a kill. Gorilla going down to Gas, though, is now going to even this one up a little bit more. Colorblind going to be tagged out. Some damage dealt here. Brandon will actually find the kill with the stun there, and it's going to be Sauce flanking onto Gas, but Gas will wrap around in time, and we'll leave this one here now. Gas, he's watching for the peek from Sauce. Sauce, he knows he's here now. Sauce is weak and will find the kill on the Gas. It's a 24-24 live count, and this is anybody's round.
Yeah, Farmingdale doing a really good job of holding the point so far, but St. Clair able to at least get those kill trades. So even though St. Clair doesn't necessarily getting that control progress the entire game, although they have started the A progress again, they've been getting just enough trades to keep Farmingdale where they're like, okay, if they're able to take A, the live advantage definitely isn't in our favor, and St. Clair continuing to rack up kills, dropping 2 more. Brandon going to try to find this kill on Colorblind, peeking over the boxes, will get tagged up, and Brandon will actually actually get the headshot on Colorblind. So St. Clair, now they're actually going to get decent A control. They will get the second tick, and the progress is moving. The clock is stopped, and they're getting a pretty large live advantage as this goes on.
This is such a power point position here from Brandon. It's just massive. They try to stop the clock a little bit more with the B site as well, trying to get an early jump head start on that one, but it will not work out. It's going to be Brandon trying to find Hades from down below, but that's not going to go either. So the A point has been captured. It's now all up to this B point. Farmingdale, they have good control on it, but the lives, that's the big killer. St. Clair, they have the 5 upper hand when it does come to the lives. That can be turned around, but Farmingdale, you do have your work cut out for yourself.
Yeah, and St. Clair, the thing with the lives is they actually have enough time where they could probably just play this like team deathmatch and win the game. If they're able to win some of these gunfights, if they just keep re-engaging Farmingdale enough times, they'll either win the team deathmatch or they'll get enough times where be able to get on the point and start to stop that clock once more. Sauce is going to find him. He will end up getting the kill on Spade, so perfect peek at the perfect time. Gorilla going to be running around trying to find him. Brandon will find a kill as well, so St. Clair slowly draining these lives of Farmingdale, and this B control will probably start to come through for St. Clair. Gorilla will hop on it. Priestley is going to try to work top down. He will find the kill on Gas. Brandon finds one on Hades. St. Clair just starting to they're doubling up the lives of Farmingdale now, starting to get site control as well. This is not looking good for Farmingdale.
Yeah, the clock has been stopped. The lives are doubled in St. Clair's favor. Progression has been made. The first tick is there, and it does not look like they're going to be hopping off of it anytime soon. Colorblind, good for one. Hades and Gas will find a couple, and oh my goodness, this is actually now a problem. Gorilla, he's contested on the point, swinging around. He will find one kill. I think that was Farmingdale going for a knife kill.
Maybe out of bullets, I hope.
Yeah, maybe. we'll see. But either way, no more second tick quite yet. As Gorilla still, the movement is unreal. He will do that one. They do not find the second tick of progression, but no respawns are left for Farmingdale. Only 3 lives here. It is going to be, it looks like, who's not able to respawn? Hades,
all right, Colorblind and Spades are out. Yeah, Gas and Hades, only 2 left on respawn. Sauce still playing behind the tank. We'll get the tank up on Hades. Brandon is going to be running from the flank. I believe Sauce finds the last kill there in Farmingdale State. Put up an excellent fight. Wow, a little voice crack there. Oh my goodness.
Hey, it's because you're so excited.
Yeah, I'm so excited. I'm getting choked up. St. Clair with an excellent job. Take the 3-0 on control, and they take the Series 3-0, and they move to the CCL playoffs.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So we do get to see the final play of this one, and it is Sauce finding that kill to just close this one out. And 28 and 15 from Brandon with nearly 3,000 damage. Beautiful there. Saints will take Bocage hardpoint, I believe 250 to around 170. They will find the Berlin search and destroy in 6-3 fashion, and then the Gavatu control a straight up 3-0 sweep. St. Clair will find the series 3-0 and the control 3-0. It's going to be a win here now, and they will be advancing into the top 32, the CCL playoffs. It is going to be a group stage format with 4 teams in each group. So 8 total groups of 4 teams, and they're going to be brawling it out.
Yeah, and your Mystic Mac prediction of 3-0 seems to have come true. St. Clair, they started hot. They did exactly what we thought they needed to do to win these maps, whether it was playing Berlin like they usually do, switching to Gavatu, or going onto the Bocage to play a certain type of style. Able to adjust. Farmingdale, they did not go down without a fight, though. That was a 3-0, but that didn't even really feel like a 3-0. Maybe the control felt a little more like a 3-0 in some starts, but that Surge and Destroy in the second half, definitely not. And that first map was very back and forth to start things off.
Yeah, I mean, if you're from the side of Farmingdale, you got to give yourself a pat on the back. You got to still be happy with this performance. I know you don't make it into the top 32, but there was definitely some highlights, and I'm definitely going to be excited to see how this Farmingdale roster does improve going into future semesters. They did a great job, and they came through with a great game. So any Farmingdale fans in chat, or any Farmingdale players maybe you're watching as well.
Hades was popping off.
You got a lot of potential headed your way, and we're very excited to see you guys grow as a program and see how you guys do competing in Call of Duty in the near future. But it was a great run in the CCL. Your Saints will qualify for that top 32 spot, and I'm very excited now to be able to cover some of those group stage games.
Oh yeah, now the CCL is going to be back in full playoff swing. Every match we get should just get closer and closer and closer as these weeks close down. So every single game, St. Clair, to come out here and get a 3-0 and actually deal with a little bit of adversity, this is kind of the best way you could go about it. You play, you dominate. You did get battle tested though, so it wasn't just like a complete cakewalk. You got tested pretty hard. Then you're still able to walk away with a 3-0. You made mid-game adjustments that were really good. You played really smartly, and just an excellent job from all the players.
Yeah, an excellent job from all of the players here indeed. Like I said, just give yourself a pat on the back with that one. But before we do actually sign off on this fine Tuesday evening, we got a couple things we want to talk about really quick. First things first, being our sponsors. So thank you to Crunchyroll so much. They joined us alongside in September. And you guys can get a 14-day premium trial for free at crunchyroll.com/Saints. Crunchyroll is a premium anime and manga streaming service, and they have a wide library here of shows that you guys can all watch. And make sure you do get your 14-day premium trial for free at crunchyroll.com/Saints. If you guys are interested, I promise you will not run out of anything to watch. You will forever be entertained. But that is not the only thing I want to talk about. We appreciate all of our other sponsors here as well, being the St. Clair SRC, the St. Clair College Alumni Association, Tim Hortons, and Subway. But why don't you take us away with our merchandise,
Oh,
Joe?
absolutely. I got the jersey on. I have the jersey on almost every single cast. Wear it around the school all the time. He always has the jacket on. We got some hats. We got flags. We got crew necks. That's acquire.ca/Saints. The merch is so comfy, and we know we've had different colorway runs. So if you the black merch, who knows if it's going to be there forever. So if you're ever thinking about getting stuff, don't necessarily wait, because who knows when we're going to get new stuff in the store or start to cycle stuff out. So get any of your Saints merch at acquire.ca/Saints.
Yeah, acquire.ca/Saints for all of your merchandise needs. I promise you will not regret it, just as you were saying there. And then finally, last things last, if you are interested in becoming a Saint yourself and trying to get some 3-0 wins and maybe playing CCL playoffs yourself, you guys can do so here. Now we are recruiting for fall of 2022 and January of 2023. So varsity and academy positions are both available. Lots of scholarship positions available as well. No matter what rank you are, no matter what game you play, make sure you submit your application to stclairsaints.ca/join or do an !join in chat to get involved. I promise you will not regret it. It's been my finishing up my second year here now and going into my third in the fall, and I am very, very happy. I love what I do here every day, putting on a show for you viewers back at home. But that being said, we're wrapping up this evening here. Now is a very nice win. GG's to both of these teams. Do you have any final words for us here, Jobin?
No, just fantastic work by the Saints team going into the CCL playoffs now, into the group stages. So just great work, and hopefully they can keep this momentum moving forward.
Yeah, great work indeed. Very excited to see how the group stage does go. But for now, that will be my name, Jackson the Pride Brown, joined alongside Daniel Jobin, signing off. Catch you all on the next one.